What's up? Welcome back. Welcome to the new. My name is Mark, and today we are here with the spring anime tier list for 2026. I am going to be tier listing all the anime I have seen based on my enjoyment for the entire season of the anime. So, with that said, the categories we have are anime of the season, that'll be saved for last, peak, great, good, mid, paused, and dropped. Now, paused and dropped, you might think, oh, they're the same thing. They are not. Pause means I fully intend at some point to return to the show. Dropped means there's a less than 10% chance I'm gonna go back to it for whatever reason. The paused ones, I most likely will eventually go back and probably bring them over to Patreon if there's like enough interest, or if like another season comes out, I'll catch up on them then. But with that said, we have the shows that I have been covering. We also have the Isekai Office Worker OVA that we're going to take care of first. Technically, it's not for like the entire season, it's just one OVA episode. So we're going to just talk about that. So, the Isekai Office Worker OVA, that was great. In fact, if I can get it. Why can't I move it? Okay, I can move that one. Hold on. Let's see. We'll move this. That's how you do it. Okay, cool. It was peak. The Isekai Office Worker OVA was peak. Straight up. I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. It was a great little adventure reminding us that this place exists, that the people and all the characters that we love and know. And it is just so good, man. I don't have much to say. And so, it's just peak. It's just peak. Just like the show itself was peak, this OVA episode was peak. I will spoil, it's not anime of the season for me, because I can't give it that because it's only one episode of an OVA. But with that said, up next, we've got The Beginning After the End Season 2. Now, The Beginning After the End Season 2 is a weird category. It's a weird one, because objectively, it did not look incredible. But at the same time, the story itself that it's covering was good, including, and I am saying this seriously, including the anime original content. It was good. I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed how the season ends. I'm not going to put it in peak. I can't put it in peak because I did not love it enough. What I will do, though, is put it in great. That is where it goes for me, is great. And I am excited for Season 3 if we get one. I'm not holding my breath on getting a Season 3, unfortunately. But if we do get one, I will be covering it. And hopefully by then, when we get another one, I'll have like my setup, like a new setup and everything, to like do proper reactions instead of the reviews. Because that's one of the reasons why I didn't cover a lot of shows this season, is because I was, if you don't remember or weren't here, my like computer died completely. And it would cost way too much money to get it repaired. So, instead, I'm saving up slowly for a laptop. It just would work better for my workflow. And so I've been doing everything on my phone, doing reviews. I dropped a lot of shows simply because, for one reason or another, they just were not performing. They either weren't performing well, or I just didn't want to cover them because I was not prepared to cover so many shows. But I have a system now that I am able to cover as many shows as I need to. Ideally, not too many. Anyways, the beginning of Gen, if we get a Season 3, hopefully it's when I am back doing reactions fully. Anyways, with that said, it goes in great. It was a great season. I enjoyed it. A lot of people didn't, but I enjoyed it for what it is. That's the key there. Up next, we've got the first core for Demons of the Shadow Realm. Demons of the Shadow Realm is an interesting show for me. It unfortunately does not perform the best, but it is really good. I would dare I say, it's peak. It is peak, bro. It's so good. I enjoy it a lot. And even though it doesn't perform well, I am glad that I am reviewing it and reacting to it on Patreon and all that, and then bringing it over to YouTube because it is so much fun. Like, the whole idea of the daemons coming in pairs, and the fact that we have a competent MC, a competent main character, I enjoy that so much. Like, yeah, we do get competent main characters sometimes, but like Yuru, he's a good MC. He's logical, but he also has like a more teenager side of him, like a more laid back, relaxed side of him when he's like learning, experiencing new things, or just having some downtime. He's always kind of serious, but given his upbringing, that's valid. But like he's a good all-rounder for a main character, and the show itself looks good. Love all the designs, bro. I do. I love Dero-san, Jin-san. I love all their designs, man. And on top of that, we also get to like have a really good lore behind everything. And of course, I love how the daemons all look as well. Like they all look so unique and everything. And so like it's just such a peak show, bro. I can't stop glazing it, man. So, and also, of course, the OP, really good. ED, it's not for me personally, but the OP, really good. Up next, we've got a Patreon exclusive, Nippon San Goku. That's also peak, if I can grab it. Peak. And I'd even put it above Demons of the Shadow Realm. Nippon San Goku was such an interesting one. I started out on YouTube with it, but as it goes with most of the shows, it went to Patreon exclusive and became reviews. Well, not for Nippon San Goku. It was not. I deemed it not worth bringing to YouTube for the reviews that I do. I could have done it. I probably should have, honestly, because it was really good. It ended up being really good, but at the same time, I fell behind occasionally on it, and so it just would not work out me doing reviews for it like I have been for everything else. But like the show itself, so good. I am gonna get into spoiler territory for Nippon San Goku, so skip ahead. I don't know, like 1 or 2 minutes, maybe a little more. Nah, actually, okay. When I'm waving, that's when you can like stop scrolling ahead. So until you see me waving, like scrolling ahead, just move on if you don't want to be spoiled. So Nippon San Goku, really good, bro. Like when getting off rip, when Kaku died, bro, my heart sank. And then seeing like the light enter Ryuman's eyes when Kaku would show up, or when like Sune would show up with the decree from the the Emperor and all that. It's so good. Like the show visually was so good, but also like again, Kaku dying broke my heart. But I am glad that Kaku like he went out on his own terms. I think he died. He literally died on his way home after winning the war, essentially. And we would not have won without him, to be honest. Like, yeah, we had Aoteru, but like we wouldn't have won without Kaku, bro. Bro is the GOAT. And then Ryuman, he's also the GOAT. And like Aoteru, he's the GOAT. Sune, 10 out of 10 design, bro. Especially for that one bath scene that we got. But no, aside from that, like, this show's so good, bro. And when season 2, I'm pretty sure season 2 was confirmed. We will be checking it out on the channel. Guaranteed this time around. Like, now that I know what to expect, that it's gonna be this good, I'm down. Anyways, with that said, hello, if you scrubbed this far and you skipped the spoilers, welcome back. We are done. Nippon San Goku is in peak. So, with that said, let us move on. We have 6 more shows to do. We're gonna cover another Patreon exclusive, get that out of the way. Monster Eater. Monster Eater is great. Easily great. I'd almost put it up. I would put it above the beginning after the end. So Monster Eater is a light anime, which basically is like a colored manga brought to life, and it looks good for what it's supposed to be. And it helps also that I do enjoy manga, manhwa, all that stuff. I do enjoy that. So it's basically just like seeing that kind of stuff animated for me that I don't mind. But it's also the same thing with like the beginning after the end. Like, it's technically a slideshow. I think the difference is, however, that Monster Eater was like intended to be that way. But anyways, Monster Eater, really good. It follows a guy named Rudd, or Rude, depending on who you are pronouncing his name. And he is an adventurer. He's called the Miasma Scavenger because in this world there's this place called the Miasma Labyrinth, Miasma Maze, Miasma Dungeon, something like that. And he is like known for like being able to go there, come back with stuff. He's a low-ranked adventurer, but he's also survived for a very long time. And on top of that, we get to see him discover an ability that he has where he gains the power of whatever he eats. And I had a lot of fun with that show, being like, yo, what if he ate a skeleton bone? A bone. Would he gain, would that count as eating a monster? Like, if he ate the bone of, like, I don't know, the strongest human in existence, would he gain the powers of that? Or is his ability only to monsters, sort of thing? Now, with that said, I can't put it in peak, simply because the only reason I'm not putting it in peak is because it's short. For light anime, so far from what I've seen, they are like 13 minutes long, which time flows by fast when you're watching this show, bro. It's so good. And like, we also got like a good female main character to go with him, which I am very hesitant when it comes to like romance in shows, but like in like these kind of action shows, because it's hard to know if they're going to actually do a good job of balancing the action with the romance. But with Monster Eater, they did a good job. And so I actually enjoyed her character. She's an elf, so she's like going to live a long time. Which also brought up a question I asked. If he took a bite out of an elf, would he gain the elf's like lifespan a bit, like ability to live for a very long time? Or what? Like, how is it determined? I still have questions about that, bro. And on top of that, I hope we get a season 3, because I will be checking it out. I mean, season 2, not season 3. I wish we were already that far, but no. A season 2, if we get one, I will be reacting to it, of course. And again, the only reason it's not going in peak really is because it was 13 minutes on. But like, the voice acting was good. It was all good, honestly. And they did a good job of animating it in a way that didn't feel exactly like a slideshow. It felt like a moving presentation of sorts. So, with that said, let's move on to another show. We're going to move on to Go for a Nakamura-kun, and immediately, peak. Top of peak, bro, it's so good. Bullshit how it ended, though. If we don't get a season 2, by the way, there's a petition going around that has like over 30,000 signatures for a petition for like a season 2 or a movie at least. If we don't get one, I'm gonna be pissed. Because, like, they can go the route of just going anime only now, because the story, they adapted basically everything for it. But it's such a good, almost coming-of-age, BL romance. I love the way it utilizes comedy, but I also love how it utilizes, how it's like, it's in your face and straightforward that Nakamura, the main character, he's gay, he's in love with his classmate Hirose, and he's pining for him, and it's just him trying to get closer to him. And they get to the friend area at some point, and then they don't. Then they kind of go slowly forward, and then they take a few steps back, few steps forward. Hirose, he might not be gay. He's probably bi, if I had to guess. And because he got a girlfriend, got dumped, but I was happy. But me and Nakamura were both happy about that. But although Nakamura, he based his self-worth on Hirose's happiness, which fair enough. If that's what he wants to do, all the power to him. But like, he deserves to be happy himself without relying on Hirose's happiness being what makes him happy. Like, this show is just so fucking peak, bro. I loved it so much. I enjoyed every episode. And again, if we don't get a season 2 or a movie, I will crash out. Hell, I'll take a season 2 going the same route as season 1, like starting from season 1, but from Hirose's point of view. I'd take that as a season 2, bro. Go for Nakamura-kun, then go for the Hirose-kun. I'd take that. And then like a movie talking about what happens afterwards, but seeing it from like Hirosei's perspective, because that would be interesting. But with that said, it goes in peak. It's so fucking good. It's at the top peak. Nothing's gonna top this, I don't think, honestly, for me personally. Up next, we have got. Let's cover the last Patreon exclusive. Kill Blue. Great. Top of great. I almost want to put it in peak. I might put it in peak. Kill Blue follows the main character. His name is Ogami Juzo. And he is a assassin. Middle-aged, like 50s. He has a house. He has like a mortgage, a daughter, an ex-wife, alimony, child support. Like he's living the middle-aged divorced dad life. Just he's an assassin, a really good one, like a very, very good one. He gets stung by a mechanical, like robot, genetically modified bee that turns him into a middle schooler, and so now he has to, under orders from his boss, investigate the middle school, a middle school that the boss wants to send his daughter to, and Ogami does that. Turns out he loves studying, and he ends up falling in love with studying, with school, the normalcy, and he also has a guy named Nekota helping him out as like the young person whisperer, the translator of sorts, to help him navigate certain situations. And of course, as you'd expect, it's a action comedy, so it does comedy really, really well, man. But it also does action really well as well, in a lighthearted yet kind of serious way, because the next character we follow in the show as well with him is Mitsuoka. She is the daughter of Mitsuoka's like CEO or whatever, and they're the ones who created the bee that stung him and turned him into a kid, so he has to get close to her. Whole thing ensues where they end up technically dating or fiance or whatever, and now people challenge him for the right to become her fiance, which is wild when you think about it. But it's also, there are some funny moments, but at the same time, it's kind of fucked. Like it's actually really fucked, especially with some of the things that that she talks about that she has to deal with. Like it's kind of fucked, man. Like, dude, it's such a great show. The only reason I'm not putting it in peak is because it felt, for me personally, I think it was a little too much comedy at times. Like, I love when comedy is done well, and it's done well, but I think it's done a little too often for my liking personally. Now, up next, we're going to talk about Marriage Toxic. Now, technically, we have like one episode left, but I can already say with confidence it goes in peak. That's easy. It goes above Damon's. Like, Damon's is good, don't get me wrong, but Marriage Toxic is so good, bro. And I'm not doing it just because of the femboy. He plays a part. Mei plays a part. I'll be honest. I love Kinosaki, bro. I think he and Geto should be end goals. They should be like the final relationship there. They should be it. I hope they go that route. They probably won't. But if they do, peak. But the show itself is already peak. I will give it that much. And so, basically, Geto, he's the main character, Hikaru Geto. He's a part of the Geto clan. Basically, master assassins and poison, and he's a poison master. And, like, it's a nonsensical battle assassin shonen with a bunch of romance as well. Where Kinosaki, Mei, the femboy, is a marriage swindler. He's very good at being both a man and a woman, and he swindles people for marriage. He decides to help Geto become a bachelor, because Geto's sister is either a lesbian or at least bi, has a girlfriend, and she's like, and if the grandmother, who's like the head of the family or whatever, is gonna marry her off, despite the fact that she has a girlfriend, because like they need to produce heirs. And so Geto's like, yo, I'll get married so that you don't have to, sis. And so he doesn't know the first thing about it, because he's been trained to be an assassin from a very young age. It's a typical, like, not used to social interaction. And so Kinosaki, the marriage swindler, comes in And it's like, yo, Operation White Knight will have you help girls and hope they fall in love with you. That's what it comes down to. And of course, they do. Like, he's the knight in shiny armor, minus the armor and the shining. But otherwise, like, he does that. And I still think he should end up with the femboy in the end. I think they'd go well together. And they could always adopt. If kids are necessary, they could always adopt. But moving on from that, the show itself looks good. I enjoy it. I don't know if a season 2 will be announced after the episode airs tomorrow, because I'm recording this on a Monday. But what I do know is I am very, very, very excited to finish this show, and hopefully episode 2. I mean, season 2 is announced and all that, because I really like the show, man. I know it's gonna be in peak. Like, not even like if they ruined the last episode, it'd still be in peak for me. That's how good it is. So I'm putting it in peak. Next up, we've got 2 more left: Witch Atelier and Wistoria. Wistoria, great. If I can grab it, great. Now, Wistoria is an interesting show for me. I'll put Wistoria at the top of great. However, let me see if I can grab this. I'm trying to see if I can grab, bro. I just want to grab Witch Atelier. Oh well. We'll deal with that in a minute. But like, Wistoria is a really good show. It's season 2, but I can't put it in peak because I don't like Alfaria that much. She's a good character, don't get me wrong, but like, she's so involved with Will. Like, her character is built around him that it's hard to like her. And yes, she does get featured quite a bit. So I can't put it in peak because I don't like her yet. I don't love her. I don't hate her. I just don't care about her. But because she's so prevalent, she kind of ruins a little bit for me. Like, the show is great. I rated it like a 7.5 or an 8 on AniList. So it's great. It's not peak for me. And it's definitely not anime of the season. I can't give it that. It looks good, of course. It always looks good. But with that said, we're going to move on to the final episode, then the final show, then we'll talk about anime of the season. But in a moment, I got to fix this. Alright, we are back, and I have the second image loaded so that we can grab it. Witch Atelier. I gotta give it a, it's peak, bro. That's like, is that really surprising, bro? But it's not going to the top of peak. It's just below Go For It Nakamura-kun for me, I think. But Witch Atelier is so good. I'm not gonna harp on it. I've given all my thoughts throughout my reviews. It's just so good, bro, and I can't wait for season 2 whenever that comes out. Hopefully, if we don't have to wait that long, but if we do, I am gonna read the manga. I will have no choice, and then when season 2 comes back, I will react to it as a manga reader. But like, it's only if we don't get it for like 2 or 3 years. If it's announced for like 2028 or 2029. I'm just gonna read the manga, bro. I'm not gonna wait that long for it. I can't. I don't have the self-control to wait that long. But like, it's so fucking good, bro. The magic system so good. The characters designs peak. Orugio peak. Anui, he's such a great character, man. I hope everything works out well with him, man. I hope Kifri doesn't fucking die, bro. And he got turned into a manga panel, which is kind of funny, but also kind of dope. Also kind of scary, because I got death flags for him up the wazoo. And yet, I don't think he's gonna die. If he does die, bro, this show will get, like, people will hate on this show, especially if they're anime onlys. Like, they'll hate this show. But I feel like I would have heard through the grapevine, through unintentionally being spoiled, if Kifri died. Which, because I go on Twitter, that's how I get a lot of my information for, like, announcements and stuff. So I unfortunately do occasionally get spoiled on like 1 or 2 things, but I'm pretty good about avoiding them. Like, if I see something, I'm like, oh, just keep going by, ignore that. But yeah, I hope when season 2 comes out, I will be reacting to it, check it out, all that jazz. And finally, let's talk about anime of the season. Obviously, I have to give it to Go For It Nakamura-kun, bro. Technically, I should give it to Witch Atelier, like I know most people are going to, or Nippon Zangoku. But I gotta give it to Go For It Nakamura-kun. Out of all the shows, I think I enjoyed this. And for YouTube shows, I enjoyed Go For It Nakamura-kun and Nippon Zangoku the most, I think. With, like, Witch Atelier as well. but I think I enjoyed Go for Nakamura-kun the most, just because it was so it was heart-wrenching at times, and just made me feel so bad for Nakamura. But at the same time, it was so sweet, so wholesome, so fun. I have to give it anime of the season, man. That's just how good it was, bro. I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this if this goes wide, but I don't care. Come at me, bro. Go for Nakamura-kun, anime of the season for me, man. If you haven't seen it, you can't say anything, bro. I will not accept any opinions about anime of the season from someone who has not seen Go for Nakamura-kun to its entirety. So with that said, this is my tier list. We've got anime of the season, of course, Go for Nakamura-kun. Peak is Witch Atelier, Isekai Officer OVA, Nippon San Goku, Marriage Toxin, and Daemons. Great is Kill Blue, Wistoria, Monster Eater, and The Beginning After the End Season 2. Otherwise, we've got nothing in good, nothing in mid. None of these shows were mid or even good. They were all great or above, except for the shows that I dropped or the ones I paused. Those are up in the air. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Let me know where you would place any of the shows that you've seen this season that are like related to like what I've seen. If you've seen any of these shows, where would you place them? What's your anime of the season? I'm very curious to find that out. What's your least favorite show of the season? And like, if you have a reason for it, give me a reason. Don't just say it. If you can, like, I'd like a reason to know why your least favorite show is something, or why your favorite show is. I like knowing why people enjoy something so much. And so, yeah. That is my spring anime tier list for 2026. I will, of course, be back with a weekly summer tier list, because this worked out. Doing this tier list, I haven't done these since like everything happened, because I didn't know how it'd work out. But this worked out pretty well, I'd say. Aside from the one issue, I just gotta deal with that. But otherwise, this worked out pretty well. So I'm gonna try to do weekly tier lists. Probably every Monday morning, I'm guessing, going forward. That'll probably work out. Or every Tuesday morning. It depends really on what the days are. But yeah. Again, let me know your thoughts on the comment down below. Check out the Patreon for all the exclusives that I'm covering, and well as all the reactions for these shows. And all my other shows as well. And I highly recommend you become a member of Patreon, because summer is going to be packed, genuinely. Way more packed than this one. Summer has like 23, 24 shows I'm covering. 7 or 8 are for Patreon. 15 or 16. 15 if we're including just new shows from the summer. 16 if we're including Daemons as well for Core 2. Like, summer is going to be packed. I'm going to try to actually like stick to that schedule. I believe I'll be able to do it now because I have like the system set up for this. But let me know your thoughts on the comments down below. And as always, YouTube, my name is Mark. Never stop being yourself. Stay safe there, and I will see all you incredible people in the very next video.